somehow making an RMR here, Dweg. And not only that, when I say somehow making an RMR, of course, they're top 10. They're 9th place right now overall. A great run in Flashpoint puts them to the top end of the table. We head into Inferno, head into our best of one. All eyes on FaZe, how things are going to go. 4 lots of Kevlar, Carrigan, Kit double flash. Olaf getting a lot of early information towards second middle.
Yeah, Double Poney starting to make a bit more of an aggressive move in from mid rather than Banana at all. Exercise might catch off any aggression in from Banana. They've actually left that bomb there to draw the attention.
Oh, this is smart. This is so smart. Exercise, playing the bait and switch, finds one. The second man of Rain wants to dip out. Exercise, oh my good god, Exercise is a triple with the drop. The Jocko backs turn. Brokey for double. Body able to trade all down to Olaf Meister. He's out towards A. The bomb uses a perfect bait for Exercise's triple. And a 1-on-2 for the old-timer, the Swede. The man that's got to step up majorly. The man that's actually been traded so many times in and out of this current FaZe roster. It's unreal.
1v2, getting on the contact, great flash over the top. That allows the bomb to now get planted. Peek on the contact, Body and Exercise just trying to work together, and Exercise could be on for 4. Olaf's just trying to see if he can isolate these duels. He does have a kit to work with at least.
And Kevlar. Big opportunities. Swinging in, yep, of course. He can't hold 2 angles at once. Body will catch him in isolation, and that will be the pistol in favor of the Double Pony side. FaZe, they go for a forced investment here, but talk about this 3K from Exercise. Pops the first head, understands Rain goes more passive, and then of course he just taps down a second and eventually finds a third. It's beautiful stuff. Brokey nearly comes in to ruin the round. Man, that was so hectic.
It was a very clever play to leave that bomb there and draw the attention down, thinking as if they'd just made a silly mistake. Not at all. And for Exercise, the majority of players won't really know much about him. He played on Clear, Red Instinct, Warthox, and My Sanity. If you are in the French scene, you heard a couple of those French names. Never really with any of the big organizations, right? Your LDLCs or your Heretics or your Platinum, the DICE. Those are the kind of orgs we know in the lower divisions. He was one that kind of got picked up and, well, they've definitely put him into the right role.
The rogue pickup. We always talk about these. I mean, you look at Endpoint with Boros and Flamesy. That's another team that has sort of adapted this. And I mean, look how well it's worked out for them. In recent times, we've seen Boros shining. I mean, Flamesy now at OG. Unbelievable work from them. And Double Pony, I mean, not taken away from them at all. Exercises, I mean, especially in this matchup at least, 3 kills on the pistol. He's actually been looking like a really strong force here for the French side. Heading into the second round, Dweg. 55 seconds, Double Pony taking their sweet time out towards the bracket position. Carrigan slotting his way in towards the cubby corner twists. Thinking about dropping that smoke for now. Opts against it, Carrigan. Right position, checked though by the AK. Body will pick him up.
They get a trade back quickly from Twist. Follow-ups are going to be difficult. Even Brokey on the scout needs to try and connect some of those heads, and it just doesn't happen. One more defender up on this A side. And Olaf Meister does at least deal with that first player. Look back into the bomb carrier. It doesn't quite happen. Rain, does he want to try and back himself in this 1 versus 3 or just save onto the upgrades he's got? Seems like it's going to be a second round for the French.
2 players sort of tagged up a bit by these pistols. Nothing too influential to, of course, change around. I believe he's just spotted an AK out towards long, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he has. So maybe this is just going to be a save for him. Moving away. Still not making any noise. Doesn't want to, obviously, draw attention to him. If he can get away with the premium rifle here, Dweg. I mean, look at the previous one where we just saw Freiburg find 2 kills with it. Or, in fact, 3 kills with the AK in a pistol round, right? There's a chance. There definitely is openings. And a 3rd kill in favor of FaZe. Big damage done to the Double Pony side.
Yeah, it keeps the economy low. They'll be able to upgrade a couple of pistols about it into the next round. Now, when you look at this Double Pony side as well, Afro was a player that had quite a big role change. We knew that for the majority of his career, he was always a rifler. He's now transitioned into a main AWPer. And even though the sample size is quite small, he's had an average 1.46 rating in the first couple of games against Skade and Fnatic, putting up a positive 24 KD difference. He's been impressive in their first couple of games and a guy to look out to again up against here in FaZe.
2-0. FaZe, of course, keep that rogue rifle on Rain. Everyone else, pistols. A little bit of utility to try and accompany it as well. Rain going for the more aggressive stance to middle, using the pop flash to try and get him out. Won't find anything. They dipped in for the Jocko. Unsuccessful. I mean, overall, Double Pony being very cautious, giving the respect to FaZe, preventing maybe losing that early man Dweg in favor of just playing their own game. Have taken some serious damage to Body into Jocko. Having said that, chances, I mean, definitely there.
You have to imagine that with this AK being played out to the A side, if the B side just gets completely overwhelmed, they might just try and see if they can send the pistols in to do as much damage as possible, just leave the AK to save.
Froki going in for the first peek, can't connect onto either Deagle shot. That closes the gap for Draco to catch off Carrigan. Dancing between the pillar, it's Afro to pick up the first, a 4-on-5. As he said, right, sending the pistols, the test subject of this round to try and find the damage. So far, I mean, extensive damage done to body of Draco in game, that reminder that they are low. And oh wow, what a spam from Rain, catching up lucky, bomb set down nonetheless, a 4-on-4. The AK's punching holes through the T side.
Just keep it passive. Just try and see if you can get some further bullets in. Wallbang attempts are coming from these Deagles. And for Double Pony, they're not really that aggressive on this post line. Yeah, they've got the top banana control from Exercise. They're not peeking into the CT spawn. They're not peeking the construction line. All of them might be able to deal with body at least.
Well, body's gone. 3-on-4 scenario. Dejoko holding up close, expecting the peak. Oh, some fortunate timing could have been given to Brody there. Instead, he's going to fire off a couple of Deagle shots. Afro maintained on the site. That's another kill. Oh my god, and they found all the frags here, FaZe. Are they both going to go down? Yes, they are. 2 kills after time. It's the bomb explosion to do the job, but all 5 wiped out for Double Pony.
Yeah, this is a lot of economical damage. And for Double Pony, you're up 3-0, so you are positive. You're looking at this situation thinking, this isn't good enough, though. We've got to be more one-sided. We've got to be making sure we're keeping the money strong in the bank. Great eco frags being hunted down from FaZe, just being able to get into that site late, picking off all the players, trying to get to Banana to save. Unfortunately, no one survives, so they can't pick any up of those rifles. Lucky's going to be on a MAC-10, and Brokey's going for an AWP. There's 2 players without head Kevlar for FaZe.
I mean, the stars align, right? The chances are there. And the Double Pony have the facilities to cause a large abruption to round 4 to abuse the opportunity. Have to wait and see. Trying to pepper through the smoke here. Rain using a lot of early ammunition alongside Carrigan, although it has granted them the first frag. We talk about the MAC-10. It's quickly gone. 4-on-5. It's not the best start. Carrigan and Rain both taking some heavy nade damage at the beginning of this round. Does not leave this out of the hands of the T side.
And this could be the issue the Double Pony face in this sort of series, is even though we put them in the conversation of a leading Tier 2 contender with the likes of Skade and Fiend and Copenhagen Flames, they don't get opportunities like this very often to face Tier 1 opposition. So it's a very different environment. On land 2, B-side execution, they're just going to send it.
And while Dejoko, he'll be the first to fall, exercise the body, they won't know the boost is in. Really nice stuff. Rain lines up 3. It's a lovely round from him. It's the first for FaZe. It's the turning point, maybe, because Double Pony, I mean, losing 5 in the previous and losing 5 in that one has put them to square one financially.
You'd have to imagine that for the international squad of FaZe, they'll be frustrated with their results in this RMR. Yes, they were able to absolutely slap Fnatic around, having a very decent Mirage of a 16-5 with a strong T side, up against NIP on Ancient, which was one of the maps that we could have seen coming into this veto as a map being played that wasn't in the end. Wasn't the best of results. 8 rounds in total against the Swedes. Trying to see if they can bounce back. Tactical timeout to explain things, because well, you look at the money, really is double eco status. You've got not a lot of funds between them. 1,900. Have to expect a force up from Double Pony.
Interesting point, of course, is that neither team has played this in the RMR so far. This map, of course, Inferno, unheard of for both sides. That's why we were so surprised, right? I mean, Ancient, as you mentioned, played by FaZe once, where it was quite unfortunate for them taking the loss there. I mean, not too long ago, what, 2 days ago now, Skade were playing against Double Pony on Ancient, and Double Pony took the win. They're undefeated in their group because of it.
Yeah.
I mean, surprising stuff, but of course, with surprises comes a great game of CS. Unpredictable maybe for both. Round 5, Double Pony. Open investment, as you mentioned, double eco territory. Don't want to risk it. They're just going to play it as smart as they can, as well as they can. Body taking a lot of early damage towards Banana, though.
Yeah, it doesn't help at all that your in-game leader of Body's taking as much damage as he is. You know that he doesn't mind picking up the double AWPs on City side, him and Lucky. Try and see if they can back up Afro. We'll have to get into that position when we do swap the halves. For now, another B-side execution. They've loved this B-side.
They have, haven't they? Really have enjoyed it. I mean, the bait and switch pulled on Banana. The round where they're all quite detonated were on Banana. The execute on Banana in the last round. They love it. Right, absolutely love it. Can't get enough of it. Rain, he'll find one. The smoke, beautiful lineup. And caught blinds. Afro, he'll find one with a Desert Eagle. Rain still on the back of the site, lurking around. Lucky, is he going to be able to set the bomb down? No, Rain has to tap. Limited ammunition. Another kill for Afro. Somehow we're in a 2-on-3. Double Pony have the numbers advantage.
What is going on here? So many aggressive duels. He's going to try and hunt down the orb. Swing on the contact. Brokey finds the first, doesn't quite finish up. And now Olaf's got to try and clutch again.
A 1-on-2. This time, I mean, he has got the seconds to play with. Lucky has to move across to set this bomb down. Doesn't want to peek the left-hand side. That's, of course, where Olaf is holding. Afro, in the meantime, making sure Banana is clear, trying to ensure that the teammate can cross. That he does. A bit of unfortunate timing from Olaf. That gives up the plant. Molly dropped towards Banana. Lucky going to try and punch in the digits. Afro clearing deep. Problem is, beaten to the timing here. Bomb set down. Afro is going to be caught out. Now the pressure's in. Olaf doing some serious tag damage. So low. And he does find the second. A great 1v2 for Olaf. And he keeps the dream of FaZe continuing to dominate. Continues as well. Double Pony. They can see the second. Bomb plant, though, and 4 frags in a round on the force by Dweg. That keeps your money afloat.
It's a marvellous clutch from Olaf. I'll give him that. That was well played in the 1v2. What I won't give FaZe is just how much they lost in that round. So many aggressive duels come out from Twist and Carrigan on rotate. Rain can't really get much from the off angle out from Nubox either. Even Brokey's just trying to get the trade back. He only gets 1. And the last thing you really want to be doing, yes, it is a force buy. It's just when you have a look at the positions they are, how much damage they did in the early round, you can't be forcing Olaf to try and clutch every single time. So for FaZe, they got tested in that last.
And bottom dollar for them in heading into round 6, right, Dweg? This isn't no stretcher, an easy round for them to take. You talk about Twist, Brokey, and Carrigan. Combined $200 between them. Yes, Rain and Olaf, of course. Bit of extra cash, the availability to buy an M4. Maybe in the next round, should they lose this one, definitely there. But for their 3 teammates, not a pretty sight. Double Pony in this one, take the eco, just upgraded pistols. You know, because of the bomb plant, it creates that little bit more availability, the space given to invest the extra dollars gained to choose that plant. Nice shot from Twist to kick things off, though. Just 2 bullets out the magazine, swift headshot to Jocko, 4-on-5.
Yeah, lovely stuff. Great opening kill. And from here, Double Pony just hoping to force individual fights, just trying to see if they can get some quick advantages forward. Another player that we should look back over is Exercise. He had 3 kills in the pistol. What's happened since there? We've had a few rounds. We're going into round 6. We're yet to see him strike again. Whether that comes down to him just not having rifles in his hands with the money situation. More resmokes, more counter utility down to that brackets position. Just slows this clock even further for Double Pony.
FaZe playing this smart, but they know at some point they have to pull the pin on this execute. Pop flash thrown in, short contain. Problem is, M4 Twist swings. Brokey finds another with the AWP, looking for a follow-up frag. He will connect, transfers to the sidearm and Exercise into the jaws of the AWPer. It's a triple kill for him. Fist bumps all around. FaZe now level. Double Pony 3. And of course, the European side take their 3rd as well.
It just comes down to being able to find some more consistent nature for Double Pony. Get those rifles in, start working with the money situation. And FaZe, wonder how close this is going to be when you consider all the other scorelines. Because for Double Pony, their Skade result, their Fnatic result, incredibly close. Going down round 29 in their 2nd game, all the way to OT, out in the 1st. Where for FaZe, it's either been one-sided win for them or one-sided loss for them.
Yet to find stability here, Dweg, as you mentioned, right? Big margins regarding their win and loss. Brokey able to find the first with the AWP. Double Pony conceding the early man once again. Something we noted in the pistol, right? That early triple kill towards Banana. I mean, so influential to the round success. But since then, when have Double Pony actually put themselves in a 5v4? When have they put themselves in that man advantage? They're always conceding that early man. Is that just spelling the reason why they're losing these rounds?
It's making it more difficult for sure, because the recovery of a 4v5 on Inferno is going to be tough. And a lot of the protocols for FaZe is fight aggressively for the opening man advantage and then just fall back, play passive, play deep in the sides. You can even see the way that Rain is now being brought over from Brokey with the AWP on B.
The B execute swiftly follows suit. Actually waiting. Jocko lining up the CT smoke instead. Exercise has got the mollies covered. Smoke in the way of this side. What a nade as well. Exercise taking so much damage. Of course, it's all unconfirmed. FaZe won't know until the executes in. Maybe that has done some serious damage. The mollies are going to be dropped forward. Brokey, that molly forces him into the smoke. 30 seconds, Rain's burning alive. He's down to 15 points of health. The flashbang's good. They find the first frag. They know Brokey's in towards new box. The second frag, though, unsuccessful as Carrigan finds a triple through the gap in the smoke. What a round for him.
I'm not sure what happened there, because I'm sure that Jocko was lining up a CT smoke. So whether it just failed or instead he moved over to a different position and they ended up just not smoking off CT at all, it allowed Carrigan on rotate to just find so much in from spawn. We could see the AWP from Brokey playing in the backlines of Nubox, finding some decent success. Rain gets mollied and forced completely out to the open. That's the only positive that the Frenchmen find in that round.
Other than that, it's FaZe all over. Single AK-47 reinstated for the CT side heading into round 8 for Double Poney themselves. The AK-wielding side no more. Just into these missiles, the half buy. The rogue investment made for some Kevlar. Nice shot from Afro, will catch off Rain. And something I did want to note is how aggressive FaZe have been playing out in the open towards Banana. I mean, in this round specifically, we see the overzealousness from Carrigan and from Rain. Unfortunately, Twist has done some serious damage through the smoke. Molly going to be dipped in as well. Bomb, I think it's going to find its way down, actually. A 3-on-2. I mean, a highly losable situation for Double Poney. Of course, with the low HP players, it isn't really possible. The damage done in this one, though. 2 kills and a bomb plant. Maybe even a third denied by Olof. Still not a bad run for the Frenchman.
Yeah, they can be happy with that. These ecos are finding some decent damage. They're keeping the economy low from the CTs. They're giving themselves the extra bomb plans. The problem I'm finding with Double Poney is just the lack of form in the rifle rounds is really what we need to start looking at. And Jocko hasn't been able to find much. Exercise has been late to perform. Lucky, one of the more experienced guys on this team, is only at a couple of kills. Afro finally getting the AWP out. Brokey's doing so much good work on that CT side that Afro's really going to have to step it up a notch.
Down by 2 as well. Into this one, AWP investment. Lucky 2 and 8, Dweg. We talk about maybe individual performances. Sometimes, you know, you have bad days. This most certainly is not a game in which you need to have a bad day. Nice shot from Afro. He'll catch off Rain. First kill towards Banana. They dropped in response. FaZe won't quite find the return into the damage either. Smoke going to be deployed by Brokey. They want no interest in this brackets claiming whatsoever here. Double Poney being quite contained to the control that they have.
Yeah, you can see the French side just lure on their star player to make some space, make an opening advantage work, and Afro does exactly that. Aggressive duel up to the top of Banana, gives them a 5-on-4, and now for FaZe, they're starting to get a decent read that it could be a play back into the A side. A complete gamble could be on the cards as well. Carrigan just the only player at B, and for Double Poney, when do they start to realize there's going to be 3 on A?
Cogs are turning maybe right now. They are going to group up, but as you mentioned, right, that triple stack, Double Poney seem to be keen on running into it. A little bit of utility drop forward, smoke in towards Mini Pip. Second smoke thrown. This is a VP smoke strat used back in the day, I want to say like 2018, 2017, Dweg, where you smoke off the big pit, you smoke off Mini Pit, you take the control, wait for the smokes to fade, and then you have all this leverage, you have the advantage. Jocko will wind down a second frag. Twist to trade, though, it's still competitive. Up to 5 back. It's all going on. Twist finds another, but the 2K just isn't enough. Carrigan in a 1-on-3.
Just the anchors not being able to find enough. Carrigan seeing if he can lurk through the mono smoke. Does deal with that first player. Somehow, Lucky does not able to find that pick. Carrigan looking in for more. It's not going to happen. Afro gets a couple of kills. And Double Poney, they break the streak. That was 5 rounds in a row from FaZe. Finally, the French side are able to answer back. And it all came down to the opening pick of Banana. That was fantastic from them.
Decent A strat as well. Grants them their 4th. Interested to see that FaZe, even after the success they've been having, Dweg, they're immediately going to pull the pin on a timeout. They want to cut circulation immediately, talk things through what happened in that round, what led to us being in a 1-on-3 for Carrigan. I mean, Twist's a great double from him, but his teammates to support him out on A, Dweg, just weren't capable of the same stuff. They got overrun, a great boost for Jocko to fish out a second frag. And that was it. Twist had everything to do and just not enough ammunition nor the utility to do it.
Double Poney, it's all about now being able to follow up, just not allow any sort of way back in from FaZe. You can see that money really starting to come quite low. Olaf even dropping some further weapons over to a teammate. Try and see if they can get a way back into being able to keep the pressure on, even though they're up by 1. And Double Pony haven't seen a lot of pace from them, so I wonder when we do start seeing that slight aggression. It could be this round from the top of Banana.
Karrigan just eating that grenade. A second one tossed in. Karrigan eating even more grenade damage here, Dweg. Down to 7 points of health. Rain getting ticked to the molly as well. He's stuck between 2 mollies. He doesn't know where to go. A third one poured on in, this time from the Double Pony side. As they line up their own utility. Flashbang tossed in deep. Won't quite catch body instead. He's now holding the line with the AWP. Holding down the narrow angle. Ensuring if the cross is there, either he punishes or he gets that information. Gather the knowledge towards B. Peek in. Oh my good god, Afro. Surfing through the sky. Finds the pick onto Brokey. And now maybe they light up this B site. Lots of utility. Bomb still unclaimed in the bottom of Banana. Body up close. Rain on the first box, the yellow box. He can't quite convert from this position. He has to move elsewhere. In the meantime, Double Pony uninterested in the B site now.
Oh, the pick into the apartments, though. That's a great info play to move forward. That's actually going to drive them back over to B. Now knowing the lurk is dealt with, resmoke of Banana comes through around 40 seconds on the clock. So that's going to waste even further time. And this crossfire between Rain and Twist, they can boost a player up to the flower pots if they like, try and get a vertical advantage. And Afro is just trying to peep over that smoke, see if he can just create an angle.
25 seconds, Dweg. They still wait for the execute. They're playing a contact play in towards B. The limited utility. Finally, they deploy the smoke. Rain's playing with his back turned, though. They are going to strike behind the smoke. Lucky taking some serious damage. The spam is so back and forth. 10 seconds to go. Can they get the bomb down? Maybe just Twists. He presses forward. Maybe he can fly. But there you go. The bomb dropped. 4 seconds to go. Body able to punch in the digits. Nice shot from Afro over the top of the smoke. Rain to return with 1. Oh, it's a 2-on-2. Low HP for everyone across the board. 42 combined for the CT side, slightly more, but the spray transfer from Rain has done serious damage. And Jocko in a 1-on-2, and Rain's found them both. What a comeback for FaZe, 6-4.
Jeez, just that is one of the elements that FaZe really bring to the server, is that spark, right? Those situations where you just start seeing magic happening. The way that they spam through the smoke, they waste the time, the flash that comes in for Rain to peek, seeing both the default player and at the top of Dark working well together, ending up with a quadra. And Double Pony, they would have felt as if they had an in that round. That's another opportunity that just does not go their way. Rain, great round from him. One of the best we've seen from him in the hold on the B side.
Yeah, I mean, talk about the retake, right? Jocko in this position. He knew he had to isolate the 1-on-1. He played it right, Dweg. He knew that CT player existed. He wanted to flush him out, get things down to a 1-on-1, put things as tight as they could. But Rain, 11-6. A second timeout called by Double Pony in the early stages of Inferno. Cause for concern here, Dweg. Not only are you losing rounds, you know, maybe in the post-plant quite narrowly, but the problem is it's the amount, right? You win the pistol round, you win the second round, and since then it's been FaZe 6 rounds, and Double Pony have only fetched up another 2.
Yeah, it is something to think about for sure. Double Pony just trying to see if they can elevate themselves again. Played ESEA Advanced last season, went into the relegations of Premier, ended up getting the Premier promotion going into Season 38 to finish second in their group waiting for the playoffs. They'd love to be able to get the playoffs here. Early nades coming up to that top of Banana position. And for FaZe, now it's about building. We know how it's been an early 3-0 start coming through for Double Pony. FaZe have got the opportunity of really trying to get close to 9, maybe even 10 rounds in this first half.
Taking their time. Round 11. Nade dropped in towards apartments. FaZe burning a lot of their utility. It's quite limited. And they've burnt a lot of it towards the early stages. A quad stack towards A here, Dweg. Brokey, along with the AWP, second player in towards the library position of Karrigan. Moving forward towards the site, of course, is Twist and Olaf, meaning Rain, he's alone, out towards the B site, simply holding for the cross. Double Pony, well, they want to go for an A execute, Dweg, and into the jaws of the wrong site they go. Olaf Meister looking for the first. It's Karrigan to find the opener. The AK good for another. Bomb dropped. Afro able to find one, but while the success short-lived, Olaf to find one more. And Lucky and Afro 2-on-4.
Just what a crossfire coming out. Even Olafmeister's been able to peek up from pit. Seen another couple of players on short side. Carrigan does get baited into a peek onto Lucky, so that's another player falling. And for the Ts, they're just forcing a mistake. Just waiting for one of those CTs to fall. More spam damage into the smoke onto Rain. They need another pick.
3 on 2. It's not impossible. Lucky. He edges on forward. Rain. Patiently waiting. It's Afro, actually, that catches Olafmeister towards pit. The double swing is in. Nice shot from Lucky, but 7 points of health. It's Twist. It's an easy 1v1. One bullet to the chest would work. And there you have it. Nice frag. Easy as you like. FaZe up to 7. 4 casualties again in this round, though, Dweg. You're starting to calculate the amount of loss FaZe are having. Yes, they're winning rounds, but the cost of 4 players each time is not going to benefit you financially whatsoever.
It is, but it isn't, because you're getting closer to the end of the half, aren't you? So even if you are getting wrecked in the economy situation, if you keep pushing this momentum up and you don't really allow an in for Double Poney, you ever look in that round, right? Yeah, they brought it into a 1v1. They didn't get a bomb down, though, for the T side. So it makes it even more difficult for them to start being able to do more on these eco rounds. That was a good read from FaZe. Just the amount of players they had on the A side. Decent opportunity of Double Poney trying to isolate those jewels. It just isn't enough.
Brokey supplying the pop flash for Olafmeister to peek his head around the apartments. Spots nothing. It's instead the brackets play once again for Double Poney to try and take him. He tries to fake out the one-way. In the meantime, Brokey's good for the first. The M4A4 now moving into pit to support his teammate, the veteran of Olaf. Tucked in towards mini pit, second frag, found Twist in and out of the smoke. They don't know what to do. Jocko waiting patiently for his time to shine, and he will find one. Problem is Carrigan sideswipes his teammate, Lucky, or rather Brokey, excuse me, is caught off his teammate. Lucky, good for 1. Rain to respond. 3 survivors for FaZe. That's more like it.
It's a couple of kills. Lucky's able to get 1. Jocko's able to get the other. You're right, though. It's more players staying alive. It's more safety net with the economy situation. FaZe up to 8 and Double Poney, they've won 1 out of the past 9 rounds. It's just not good enough from the French side. We need to see more of an in from them on T side. They still do have a few of those tacticals to work with, so that's probably something they're holding on to. FaZe haven't even had an AWP out for these last few rounds for a while.
Has been working with the rifles, and well, they start as they mean to go on. Rain catching off Afro. There may be the sniper rifle that you wanted, Dweg, and it's quickly gone for the Double Poney side and into the hands of the CT. Should they want to pick it up? Down to 4, Double Poney conceding the early man advantage. Dweg, you've got to start calculating now the fact that Double Poney, when have they gone the man advantage? I mean, once maybe, but even then they haven't really found much success. It's 8-4. We're heading into the last 3 rounds of the half. And Double Poney, 4 just isn't good enough. Nice grenade to catch off Twist. Flashbangs extended forward as well. They are giving it a good go from long. Problem is, they're in isolation. You've got a player holding CT. You've got 3 players on the A site. Can't exactly go back now. There's no turning point. The flashbangs are in. Jocko and Body, good for 1. Brokey still in position to capitalize. 1-2. Spots out a third as well. He's calling all the information he can. Goes with the last 2 are. Can't connect. Lucky and Exercise. Find 1 apiece. It's all up in the air and down to Rain.
Oh, we've seen him in these positions before. As he pre-aim out to the graveyard entrance, he does. It's Exercise to win the fight, and that's him getting back on the board. He got 2 kills in that round. So we had seen from round 2 all the way to round 12. He had found no kills for 10 rounds in a row, and then finally the one that gets him 5 is the one that Exercise shows up in.
And a 4-on-5 as well, Dweg. I eat my own words at the beginning of this round saying Double Poney keep losing because they keep not having the man advantage. Now, this time, we see great success, and it comes from a 4v5, and you already see the earth-shattering damage it does to the finances of the CT side. They're down to pistols. It's an eco for them in this one. Carrigan, the rogue investment for a scout. Double Poney pressing towards B. Nice shot. Double dink. It's from the teammate. Lucky dropped to 18 points of health. Brokey in the meantime spotted. Pressure in. Olafmeister and Brokey both caught off, twisting Carrigan in a 2-on-5. And cool, there has been damage done, but any conversion here to set back that T-side would be so much better than what's done so far.
And I guess it really does show just how important a late comeback can be in the first half when the economy set right. Carrigan, all right there, made a couple of kills in with the scout. Can he make it any more? Not quite that 3rd kill. That was a decent attempt.
Not bad at all. Body able to reclaim some normality, but that is unreal. The fact that Carrigan's got away with 2 kills with a scout there, yeah, not bad going. Bomb set down, 3-on-1, Twists. I think he understands this round. It's better for him to run in and do the damage than it is just to move away with the Deagle and no Kevlar. The importance of this round, minimal for FaZe, but the impact they have in the kills, monumental, because the money for double Pony still isn't good enough. The third kill here most certainly will set them back. Twist, unfortunate, can't quite get it. Afro, he'll find the last. It's 8-6. We head into the last of the half. FaZe with a bye. Problem is, only with that single round loss bonus has left them a little bit worse for wear.
Yeah, here's these scout shots again. This second one is pretty much everything. Jeez, lovely stuff. That's what we want to see. And for FaZe, they want to see a ninth, don't they? They want to see a strong lead going into their second half. They won't be able to get their big man of Brokey up to an AWP. He's going to be taken up for Mars, as well as Rain going into round 15.
It's the LAN experience for Carrigan. Maybe. In this round, we're sort of summarizing this up as to be... I mean, I was definitely writing this off as a FaZe game. Double Pony haven't done too bad towards the latter parts of this first half. They found themselves, what, a couple of rounds back-to-back. The opportunities arose. Well, they are one round away from making things as even as possible at the end of the half. Double FAMAS, triple M4 setup. FaZe, no money for the AWP. You're relying on these FAMASs, the M4s, and limited utility that comes with it. You've got 1 minute and 12 to go. More smoke still to burn. It's just not going to be enough time to hold on, especially split between two sites.
That back and forth spray from both Body and from Twist up on that long side. Minute on the clock, there's plenty of options for double Pony to start. A, faking, drawing rotations over, going back into Banana. Carrigan and Twist are going to be able to stack up on long, and for Jocko, he's going to be on for something. He needs to get a couple of kills, and then just going to peek and try a flash over the top. Carrigan being able to get a couple, does get traded. We go back to a 2v2.
But the bomb's making its way towards B. The rotate from Rain. They're going to gamble stack the A site. It's not going to pay off. He expects them to come from CT. And now the penny drops. He realizes the B plays in. Problem is, though, we're waiting so long for the utility to pop that he has made his way back. No flashbang to get him in. I'm wondering, does he shift through this blind? Does he just try and press for a kill when they're not looking? What's the go-to? Yeah, he moves through. Lucky reads into it. I mean, you understand the attempt, but not playing with Brokey leaves him now in a 1-on-2 of his own.
One bit too close, trying to see if he can isolate the Jules. Get a first and get the second. Brokey with another clutch coming through from FaZe. And my goodness, that looks so similar to the last time we saw Olive doing the exact same thing. FaZe up to 9 at the turn of the half. We're back after this.
This world is slowing down. How can I fight it? How can I listen when there's no sound? Oh, the wolves are out. Yes, the wolves are out. Hold on to what you found. Days that assume. My head is spinning round. Oh, I hear now. Yes, the wolves are out. Inside of our reality. Satellites singing serenade. Send our signal, please.
The clutch from Brokey leaves FaZe up by 3 at the half. We head into the second pistol with wide open eyes as 5 Glocks, or rather 4 at a P250 for FaZe, including double utility setup here, Dweg, to try and lead them to a 10th. Double Poney on the flip side. We've got a dually drop on body with the Kevlar, lucky double flash. It's all kicking off, but no kit for the CT side.
Yeah, we did see this coming out in our other game over on a little bit earlier on Nuke of the Raid Boss Julies, so have to wait and see if this can crutch into some action. They've got a double boiler player coming in from the CTs, as well as 3 onto the B side. And for FaZe, it does mean a lot of map control from brackets could be exploited once they get this early read of the information.
Taking their time, twists. Moving forward. Dualies on body as well, ready and poised, won't find a thing. And as you mentioned, BlameF had them on Nuke, got no kills, Body has them on Inferno. 0 kills, Double Poney take the early disadvantage. Numbers now favour the T side. Exercise sees them running in towards B though, Dweg. So much information given up.
Oh, they could bring that ball back to A if Brokey wins that fight, and now things start getting a little bit weird, because do you go back to A because you've already seen the information, or continue the presence into B? They're going to hit it hard and hit it fast.
Dejoko trying to find the opener, can't connect, and these players getting swarmed. Afro burning alive to the molly. He's still caught though. Oh, and he's found 3 from the new box position. Unreal stuff tucked in towards the second box as well. And that's now all down to Brokey. It seems to be identical to the first pistol. It's a single player for Double Poney to pull up with a triple. And all left to 1, and it's Brokey, the clutch god himself, it seems to be on Inferno so far. Has to step up in the same situation once again. This time, HP, to be quite honest with you, quite level. Both players, yes, with Kevlar. Bomb out in the open, it's a lot to do. Has isolated the first frag. And Afro now in a 1v1. The quad kill required from him. And Brokey, he knows no man. He's going to push in, but Afro, what a round.
That's a great hold from Afro. Just having that bait and switch with his teammates, just driving attention out from the second Origins, just continues doing damage in. And he even, as you see, Brokey isolating those 1v1s, dealing with the high HP player of Exercise and Coffins, and then looking out to Nubox. He's got all the information. He's got the goods to get the job done, just not that last frag. Double Poney, 2 for 2 in pistols, and now taking their 3rd tactical.
Understandably so. Don't get too ahead of yourself, Dweg. You can't afford to keep losing out opportunities. You want a rigid structure, effectively. Still, plenty of time to go. 15 seconds until it's drawn away and we jump back into the action. 1 more to go, though, Dweg. We always talk about keeping your timeouts for the later game in case things get hectic. They've got 1 more to expend on what up to, if you're not including overtime, of course, the next, 13, 14 rounds? It's definitely tough times, right? And for FaZe, I think they've been quite preservative of their own, understanding maybe this is a marathon and not a sprint, considering it is a best of 1, first to 16, what have you. The mental game plays a valid part. FaZe opting for an eco in this round. They're going to go for an early buy in round 18.
Yeah, they don't get a bomb plant. They do a fair bit of damage. They drop a lot of those CT players. It's just not really worth the risk. They know they've been so successful with the rifle rounds that even if you give them an early start here in the second half, you're going to be able to bounce back quickly. A couple of Deagles upgrades, trying to see if they can gather a couple of opening kills, keep the economy low. So there's still room for damage in this round.
Body applying the pressure. We'll dip away here, Dweg. Don't want to, maybe take their chances too much just yet. Carrigan firing off the shot. It's just trying to get a feel for how they're playing on the B side of things, right? We understand Double Poney in the pistol round. You had a great round from Afro. Unreal stuff. Having said that, the flip side of things here, right? FaZe still in front. I mean, even if they lose this round, right? It's 9-8. You've got the full investment ahead of you. They understand they can't get too ahead of themselves just yet. Twists. Thinking about that emergent peek towards Boiler. Opting against it. Back and forth to the players in middle. They're just waiting for that cohesive push. The mid play coming in. The brackets controlled. Twist now swings out. 4 players out from middle. Molly going to be deployed.
Just going to start swinging them the other way. If you could bait in a crossfire for those SMGs just to farm, then great. And FaZe thinking about some tempo up to this B site into Banana. And time is low, so they will need to try and get these frags in quite quickly. Body only gets away with 1. Okay, it's a decent pick from Brokey.
Not bad at all. MP9 can't find anything even now. That's interesting. Another dink found to Lucky here. We're in a 3-on-3. Don't get me wrong, numbers still prevail, and with the rifle buy for Double Poney. You should be finding success in this round. But no way should you squeeze out 2 in a bomb plant here on the eco, and they find another. What was that from Twist? That was 3 bullets out the Glock. Burst fire.
Oh my goodness.
Another. Lucky in a 1-on-3. He's got no kit. He's going to have to press for the frags. No way to FaZe find a 10th off the back of this. They find 1. 2 more to go. No kit, as I mentioned. Can't even pick one up at this point. Cut between 2 angles. Will find 1 more. Even if he finds Olof, the worry is there is no time. He's going to go down to the Deagle anyway. And FaZe win an eco.
Oh my goodness. I don't know what we're witnessing right there. Brokey with a great adjustment to be able to get the trade-off to first oranges of body. And then from there, we just see Double Poney peeking forward out from CT spawn before rotations have even come forward. How Twist is able to get a burst Glock kill up against an MP9 of Jocko just is beyond me. And Double Poney, how frustrated you must be. If you were forced up, you're right. All right, fair play. They had the investment. They got lucky. Mate, they had almost no investment in that last.
Taking aggression with the P250 here. It's a weird one, right? Afro saved $1,000. Everyone else has sort of gone fully into this buy. 3 Deagles, Mag 7, and then just the P250 on Afro. No Kevlar to work with. In this round, Weg, it's silent. FaZe playing things slow. Only just establishing that bottom banana control. Only just throwing the smokes towards A to see what's going on in brackets. Sweet, sweet time taken here.
Yeah, just Afro trying to give him some more money because he wants the AWP, doesn't he? Wants to try and see if he can get that extra investment forward. And I'm sure he'd love some further support. When you have a look at the players across the board, yeah, Jocko's up to 10, Lucky's on 13. No one's really pressing up there with Afro, where you have a look at the other side of the board. You've got Brokey and Carrigan very close to one another. Everybody else, Rain, Olaf, and even Twist in and around that top 10 markup. And now even making the play into the A site. This is the right read from FaZe.
Chucking in the flash, Molly going to be dropped by Lucky to deny the long presence. Of course, FaZe, they're not exactly going to ignore. Oh my god, that shot from Jocko. He finds one that away as well. Off. He's going to jump high in the sky, but still finds the frag. Carrigan 1 more. Brokey follows up for a 3rd, and I thought that first kill there coming out from the fortunes of Jocko, we're going to give them a chance into round 18. Instead, post-plant FaZe in a 4-on-2. Wouldn't be surprised to see us over the half armor, and that's exactly what they opt for.
It was a decent start from Jocko in the apartment's balcony area. It's just everything that came after that. We just saw opening kills flooded out to that A-side take, and Double Poney, they're starting to run out of rounds. They're starting to run out of money. Yeah, you bring in the shotgun and the Deagle into the next. You're going to have to eco around it. So you're pretty much looking at yourselves being 7 to 12 down. And FaZe looking comfortable. Now, some people out there do enjoy looking at patterns, Retro. And if you look at FaZe on this map of Inferno, you'll notice that they go back and forth with wins and losses 8 times. So 1 win, 1 loss, 1 win, 1 loss. It's happened 8 times in a row now. The last one was a loss. So does that mean this is a win?
Who knows, mate? That's a really important question. Not just to keep the cool little pattern going, but also keep themselves afloat in the RMR, mate. I think that's a little bit more of a focus. I would hope so, at least, you know. They go on HLTV one morning, pull it up, and they're like, oh, what a cool pattern. We're losing today. PV Bison.
Ooh, yes. Thoughts?
You know what? I'm all for it, mate.
Really?
Yeah, if there's a man that could pull it off as well, it would be Olaf, wouldn't it? Like, I could see him pushing down B, finding this first frag to exercise. Then obviously just charges CT, mows them all down, goes down in the history books. Maybe I'm dreaming, because Carrigan's going in first, it seems, just taking the control, edging in. I'm surprised they didn't just full send it, right? You knew they were on the force investment in the previous, just the amount of damage, of course, it all adds up. No Kevlar, the aim punch isn't really there. What was that from exercise, though? Opens up with one body, spamming wild through the smoke. It's not quite the ace with a PP Bison, because it's fell in the first hurdle.
Oh, Rain out to Banana. It looked like he was going to get a lot more than he actually did. This is some decent damage in for Double Poney. These are rifles that can get picked up. Carrigan with the off angle going to try and deny as much as possible. Jocko now gets a pick.
A 2-on-2. Twist and Brokey have to keep them afloat. Taking their time to wait, edging on in. Problem is you have to kit, but then also you have 2 very competent FaZe aimers, Brokey and Twist. If there were 2 men for it, it would be them, and that takes their tally to 12. We're edging in on 16. Double Poney. I mean, a great first half, but since the pistol, they've suffered.
Yeah, they have, and that was, I don't want to say the curse, the factor of all of these rounds being gained, the majority of them being starts. We saw a 3-0 start coming through from them in the first half. Then they had, what, that late portion of a couple of rounds in the first half. Then they started with a pistol here, and you thought to yourself, oh, we might see something very similar where they can start streaking in rounds. And then losing that anti-force fire just wrecked everything. Aggressive nature towards Banana of really trying to put the fight on with this eco. And that's just FaZe saying, you know what, you can take Banana. We're not interested.
I'm surprised that we're seeing 2 players push so deep, Dwight, yet no rotation of that 3rd man. Instead, they're trying to pile everyone in. Exercise is caught in the molly. He's just going to burn alive. He has nowhere to go. Happy to die to it. 4 on 5, Carrigan. I mean, I'd be confused in that situation. You've dropped the molly, and it's just ticked all 100 HP away from Exercise. Which, by the way, after 3 kills in round 1, Tweg, in 19 rounds, well, now 20, he's 6 and 16. It's not looking good for him. On the flip side of things, Afro caught with a nade out. Olof, he will take some damage, not before he finds himself a second, though. Prime Olof back, it seems, as another 2 kills takes his tally to 14, overtaking Twists in the kill department.
Yeah, you could see on the player cam that Body didn't look too happy about that first kill not going their way. There was a smoke to a top Banana player that just came in way too late and didn't even go down to the molly out to the log position. Broky's getting the indication of where these last couple of CT players are to second mid. Trying to hope that they can get that AK out of play, make sure there's no savings being made at all. Lucky going to take the fight from Mexi. And Body's now the last one left. 13 on the board for FaZe. Double Poney, they're running out of room and running out of steam, and it's a shame to know just how competitive and close their games were against Skade and Fnatic, and now they're up here against FaZe. They've shown us glimpses, they just haven't quite shown us that same level of competitiveness, and I guess it does make sense, right?
When you compare these 2 teams, Dweg, I think we were anticipating a close-ish matchup. Weren't saying, you know, this was going to be an absolute, you know, double overtime, slaughter, back-to-back, like everyone looking so good. I mean, I expected double digits from Double Pony today. So far, I mean, we've been treated to a couple of spectacular rounds. I mean, again, I refer back to that Exercise 3K on the pistol. We talk about the 3K ability from Afro in the second pistol on the CT side. It was looking good, right? Real strong for them. They take both pistols, but other than the pistols, they found 5 rounds in, what, 20 or 19 minutes? Worrying times. Afro, he's able to find the opener. Finally, they crack things open in a 5-on-4 in their favor, the Frenchman.
Yeah, what hasn't helped is how many clutches they've lost, right? We saw that 1v2 out from Olof, the 1v2 from Brokey. Lot of clutch situations, and Carrigan just walking through that bracket smoke, absolutely deleting Jocko. That gives the advantage back to a 4v4, and FaZe, they can start regrouping, being able to gain this Banana control, and it's so passive at B. You've got 1 player of Exercise deep in the site, and Body that's still on rotation playing in CT spawn.
A 4-on-4. 55 seconds left. FaZe really slow to this one here, Dweg. You know, edging their way in. They understand the limited utility, the limitations in this one. Body tries to fire through, just connect onto anything. The flashback good, twist down to 12. M4A with SF Exercise to pick it up. But the problem is, you've compromised both B locations. Afro with 1, Exercise another. Only they hear my words, and they prove me wrong. Carrigan in a 1-on-4. Good for the first, spinning around, limited ammunition, 2 bullets. Trying to fake the reload, can't find the shot. And that'll be an 8th on the board here for the Frenchman. 2 AKs and an AWP picked up as well. The game's still on.
Yeah, well done from Exercise. Another good round from him. Being able to find a triple, just holding back deep in B. Being able to work on the cross from Body, who struggled in City Spawn to be able to continue doing damage. And Double Pony, other than the 3 rounds they got at the start of this map and the 2 they got in round 13 and 14, they've all been individual. So that's now a circumstance where we have to look at it and just say, how likely is the conversion going to be? At least they've got double orbs. They've got 1 for the in-game leader, 2 of Body.
Grenades dipped in. I mean, FaZe, oh wow, they eat a lot of grenades. It's actually Rain that takes the brunt of the damage, down to 34 points of health. Not the best of starts, Hidweg, but do you know what? At least it's not a 5v4. At least you haven't given up the advantage. Nice shot from Body. He won't know that he's done the damage. Oh my god, how did he get away from that? Carrigan, good night. 5-on-4. Rain low HP as well as the wall bang onto Brokey, excuse me. Body's having a great round.
All right, there we go. And Poney showing us the goods and what he's got to offer. Afro even slightly wider on the long angle, looking for the brackets peak or even out from Boiler. Will get re-smoked. Might have to think about relocating, putting Incendiary down, just waiting for the walkout, waiting for those sound cues. FaZe going to be regrouping out to Banana.
Double AWP set up for double Pony. Triple stack in on A. FaZe, should they go towards B, it's the correct stack. The problem is body. That is the problem. His AWP, yes, he's 40 points of health. Yes, you've got exercise to accompany him. But limited utility to knock him off this angle. The smoke has to be expended towards CT. They drop them on to ensure exercise is flushed out. And so Body given an opportunity to shoot. But in fact, it's exercise doing a lot of the heavy lifting. Somehow we get the play in the second. Olof does find him as the third engagement made out towards B. AWP of Body looking to connect. They hear the plant. Does he find it? Oh, Body. That is so sick. The lineup's there. Olof in a 1-on-4. Falls at the first hurdle. Double Pony up to 9.
Great sequence coming out from Body with the AWP, and we know, depending on the maps, Lucky picks it up from time to time as the hybrid. Body doing great work out from this B site. This flick that came through into Carrigan really set up the round. Being able to get the light up too, jeez, that is something to use at home. That one right there.
4 rounds in it. That's all there is here, Dweg. I mean, I was literally, I could recite me saying the words earlier that double Pony, other than the pistols, what have they got? And you look at possibly a 10th here because the half buy for FaZe, losing the buy round probably takes you to 13. All things considered, a change of pace for double Pony has granted them a lot of success in recent times, and should they be able to continue this streak, Dweg, they could find themselves tying things up here with the Europeans.
It all comes down to the information gathering at long. Lucky gonna get pushed over the top of the smoke. Chance to try and spam in. A lot of damage being done. Not a kill just yet. Oh, it's a TK in the mix.
Twist this round Brokey. That's not exactly something we'd expect to be saying. Jocko will find another Afro's AWP for one more before he's sliced down by Olof. But at the end of it all, it is 10 on the board for double Pony. 3 rounds in it here, Dweg. The investment made, of course, by FaZe, but you already see the immediate problems they have. You go to a Galil, it's not an AK. You get good utility. You go to an AK, you get no util. It's the problem. It's the never-ending cycle for FaZe, being second best to double Pony on this T side.
3 rounds in a row coming in from the French side without giving a single bomb plan into FaZe is going to keep lopsiding this economy round after round. If it continues down that way, run boost to get Afro forward. A very aggressive peek in for the apartments. I like it. I like the tempo.
Olof might just be the man to face into the jaws of this sniper. Scoped in towards the lower angle. Rain and Olof swing in. And oh, wow. The cohesion, the chemistry to do that. Jocko caught out towards apartments as well. Body able to recover the numbers with a shot with the AWP. Oh man, it's looking abysmal. It really, really is. A 4-on-3 for double Pony. Numbers advantage for FaZe. As well as that, we've still got the players with all the util alive.
You can get some joy by the cohesion of the peak together. You could also get further joy by knowing that not even one of them was traded, right? The way that they swing on the contact, and Rain just absolutely blows his head off. Follows up with Olof just expecting an aggressive move out from bedroom, out to Boiler. And now for double Pony, someone's going to have to make a play. One of these 3 guys is really going to have to step up if they want to bring this back, because FaZe is slowing it down, trying to play the mind games with some of the util out to the B site. The rest of them are all in mid.
Smokes going to be deployed. With that smoke towards CT that Twist has thrown, it's bought just enough time for the double stack to be in. You notice double stack in on B. Lose Body left alone. Missed shot, has to recorrect. Can't quite fire off a second. And it's going to be 14 on the board for FaZe. No questions if double Pony go for this retake. Of course not. It's now 4 in a row to catch up here, Dweg. Worrying times for the double Pony.
And just put this into some perspective for a moment. Double Pony's biggest winning streak has been 3 rounds, whether it be the first half or the second. For FaZe, they had a winning streak at one point of 5 in the first half and 4 in the second. So it just shows that with the momentum-based counter-strike from both these teams, FaZe have had the edge out. They've had the one up.
I think that proves as to why the scoreline so, I say so one-sided, but the way it is, Dweg. Talking about that stat, if double Pony had found themselves some more success, some less periodical and more consistent. What's this scoreline looking like here, Dweg? We're looking at a completely different game if Double Pony can piece a couple more rounds in a row together. And it's the difference maker in this one. The showstopper is FaZe 14, Double Pony 10. Of course, our last best of one of today. And to be quite honest with you, it has delivered.
Can it continue to deliver is now the next one. FaZe, couple of rounds to go, just get them over the line, look to try and make it their second win. And for Double Pony, they have not taken a loss so far in Group D. Will this be their first? Rain with some early nades up to the top of Banana. Body taking quite a lot of it, trying to look for a wallbang back in for the half wall. He was successful last time, not a time this round.
Flash deployed, Carrigan and Twists. Both taking some serious nade damage, 30 apiece. Minute and 20. Dweg, that's just so slow here. FaZe just really relaxed, setting the tempo so low. So when they do execute, when they throw together that last-ditch effort, it's so surprising. Double Pony don't know what to expect. The tempo multiplies tenfold. And you're in a situation where it's just not so good for you. A 5-on-5, still level pegging. Problem is, Double Pony showing no initiative to try and find the first. Body getting very aggressive through the CT smoke. Other than that, a very passive A-hold. No one in on long.
Yeah, it's a lot of gamble stacks coming into Double Pony in this second half. They haven't been able to get many tells on what FaZe are running. Not a lot of info plays. And for Body, he's going to have to keep his eyes onto that top banana pressure. That's the first pill coming in. He gets traded so quickly. And the last player of Exercise down at B needs to try and hold on.
One bullet connects Carrigan. He's found one with the AWP. Exercise only good for another. Now Rain in a 1-on-2. Bomb is going to be set down. The flank from Banana for the Jocko. But Rain has his eyes set on the CT position. Moving his way towards Pillar. Not quite transitioning to Dark. Afro buying time for his teammate. Chances go a-begging. Time's ticking. We're already halfway there, effectively. Rain is going to be caught blind to the flashbang. Up towards the Pillar. Peeks in. Does find one. To Jocko to trade, though. Picks up the AWP. Has the time to defuse. And that's an 11th on the board for Double Pony. They keep the dream alive.
Yeah, very well played in the 2v1 from Double Pony. They're not facing aggressively. They're not giving up individual duels. Flash over the top. They peek with it. And even with Rain connecting onto the CT AWP, Jocko's able to swing on the contact, connect that kill, get onto the bomb, get it defused. And FaZe, things look decent in that round. They 1-for-1 traded the AWP of Body out in CT. We also saw Carrigan go very aggressive. It was actually Afro doing a lot of damage on the rotate and Exercise just staying alive in the back of B for as long as possible.
2 rounds away. FaZe have not moved since they hit 14. Double Pony in the meantime, they have been finding some success in Dweg, but your point still stands, right? The condition is that Double Pony really haven't set a hot streak of success at all. They haven't been that promising, putting together buy after buy that we saw maybe from FaZe. Even if it was only a couple, at least it was more success than getting ecoed or getting half-buyed or losing to the full buy once you win sort of a rogue round. It's been periodical for Double Pony. This is the time for change. Afro finds the leg. Twist down to 4. In the meantime, FaZe piling towards long.
That's a lot of flashes. And lucky with the MP9's trying to do as much as possible. He gets close to a kill. Afro trying to go shot through the smoke. He actually gets a no-scope, but Jocko backs him up.
It's 2 kills and no response. A third, in fact, for the Jocko. Molly dropped forward in towards the library position. It will find Afro. Rain to find Jocko. Exercise is taken down. Brokey, Rain in a 1-on-3. Has tapped down a first bomb. In the awaiting arms of Body, though. That AWP going to be posted, just not giving up. Exercise moving in towards long. Does he anticipate the peak here from Rain? He shall. And it's an easy frag. 12 on the board. Double Pony. Surprising me.
It does seem as if Exercise is just the king of multi-frags, doesn't it? It's maybe not the player that's going to get you 1 pick every single round. He's the guy that gives you 2Ks or 3Ks when it matters the most, and that's what he's been able to provide on rotate. Double Pony getting closer and closer to trying to tie up the scoreline. And this last 5-6 rounds or so, we're really starting to see a push in the right direction from the French side.
Deagle half buy for FaZe into round 27. These things very much up in the air. Well, I say that. Body has been deleted. Jocko getting aggressive. Olof, had he have hit that first shot, it would have been a whole different story. A 5-on-3 denied. It's a 4-on-4. Still the possibility of this round, and with Twist finding a kill onto the Jocko through second middle. A second frag there, bear in mind, Dweg. It's a 3-on-3.
There's so many aggressive moves coming out for Double Pony in and around the second mid, bedroom, apartment sort of angles. And it means that for FaZe with the passive contacts, they're punishing a chance to be able to recover a couple of these weapons. Now, they do have one player, Brokey, with some armor, so that might be all right to be able to recover one of them. All just comes down now to the banana players. Brokey's so deep.
Well, he'll catch off Lucky by surprise. Exercise would be the trading factor. A 2-on-2 here, Dweg. And we talk about the success Double Pony have been having so periodical. This round, even if it is converted, you've got to consider it's an eco for FaZe. And they still bring things down to a 2v2. They still squeeze a bomb plant out of this. And it's not over. Twist has an AWP.
This is winnable. This is very winnable from FaZe. The next peak, the next contact could be everything. Afro and Exercise, how do they work together on this one? A lurk smoke forward and a double flash to get them over into the side.
Twist, a very silent game, 13 and 18. Getting some serious damage with AWP here would put them in top spots, and he has found the first. Afro pushing in. Does Twist expect it? No. It's the AWP of Afro that claims another soul. Has got the kit, taps the bomb, expecting the peak. Rain not giving him anything, peeking in, and the Deagles found it 15-12. It's the eco for FaZe once again.
That's 2 ecos they've won. And it's crazy to think about, because for Double Pony, that's so frustrating. Knowing the first eco you lost to, we didn't see any armor. I think it might have been 2 Deagles and a P250. This time around, there's some slight investment further. It's still not a crazy amount. We're not seeing Hero AK. We're not seeing an SMG. We're not seeing full Kevlar and Util. There's players that don't even have Kevlar in that round.
A timeout called, Dweg. No doubt about it. Might just be the last. And Twist's very much known for nothing great with the AWP, to put it politely. This round, found the first kill. Isolated this one-on-one. Afro, cat and mouse with a Deagle of Rain. 15-12. 15-12. Who thought we would be saying that after the eco, Dweg? One more round to the finish line for the Europeans. And for Double Pony, their 3-round comeback starts on what we would class as sort of the half-by territory. I mean, yes, you've invested every penny, but look at the guns.
Yeah, it really hurts too, knowing just how much of a grand performance we've seen from Afro. And this might be his chance to start showing up with the Deagle. Out to the apartments, a lot of utilities to start driving those CTs away. And Jocko starts out onto Olive.
Not a bad one. Afro, he's getting aggressive now. He's not hungry just for the frag. He's hungry for the opportunities. Jocko finds a second. Carrigan eating a grenade in the meantime towards Banana. Smoke's going to be deployed by both parties. And a third grenade does serious stacks of damage. Exercise finding one more. And it's a 2-on-4. Dweg, I don't believe it. It's Eco City. Well, I say Eco. This round obviously is an investment for Double Pony. But they get decode, basically. They lose to the pistols. I mean, maybe not yet. 2-on-4. Bomb set down. The numbers, that's the main concern. FaZe, they need someone to step up, and Twist being on low HP more or less falls to the shoulders of Brokey.
It all comes down to these initial fights. Needs to get a multi-frag out to this Coffee's angle. Needs to try and line them up. How many can he get? It's only one. It now leaves the Latvian player of Brokey to try and make it to 30. 27 gets the 28, but no more than that. Double Pony get the frag on. Ooh, this is going to be a close one. I think they've just got it. Should be okay. They'll be able to recover a couple of AKs, bring it into the next round. And for FaZe, well, they're going to have another crack and trying to see if they can get it over to 16.
2 more rounds to get it to overtime. Double Pony. 2 AKs saved. For FaZe, they go for an investment. Or is this a half buy? It is. They're not going to dip below the $2,000 margin. They want to keep stacks high. And Double Pony, the team to take a timeout here. I would have seen this going the other way around, Weg. I would have said FaZe, they should call a timeout, call things, you know, what are you doing heading into round 29 and round 30? You getting that rogue AK, but Double Pony giving it to them. They're playing their own game. Calculate what is going on.
Honestly, this tactical could just be a mental reset rather than actually trying to figure out tactically what's on offer, because the pressure is building here for the French side. You're down 12-15, you win your 4-spy, you've now got a leg up, you've got rifles to work with, it's still not the best of buys. how much more room is there to really push forward? FaZe. They've always been on the front foot for the majority of this game, and that's what's made it difficult for Double Pony to really start getting into their own. Double AKs. That's going to be the main sort of eye thing that you look at straight away for Double Pony of what they're bringing in terms of weaponry.
At the start of today, FaZe 1-1 in Group D. With how the other games have gone on, Dweg, this means big positioning for FaZe. You talk about, you know, the group standing all in all. I mean, they're 4th right now. Winning this puts them 2-1, puts them back in the top 3 as Scade lost their game today to NIP. Double Pony going 2-1 as well. Actually pushes them to 2nd place. Big changes in the scoreboard should FaZe win this one. Big changes in the standings. But speaking of scoreboards, it really has been a brokey show. I mean, patches of success from Rain, but the clutches you've got to think about for the Latvian player. On the flip side of things, as you mentioned, Double Pony, they have Afro. Nearly 30 bombing in regulation. Could be on for it as well. This is the forced investment. Double Pony looking to take it to 15.
These double AKs being supported with pistols could still be on for something. And if they're able to start cracking entries into this A site, that could be the way in. Moto Smoke coming down first. It's going to be Afro on the long contact, just jiggling for info.
Shots fired out towards long. Afro was on the receiving end of the initial spam. Brokey understands the importance of keeping souls alive, especially on this half-bite from FaZe. The flashes are in. Rain trying to close the gap. Seems to be Jocko broken up with a twist to trade. MP9 good for the ding, but it's a 2nd frag for FaZe. Things are crumbling out towards A.
Oh, Afro seeing the one player get out to that graveyard angle. The only problem is, how does he relay that information over to a teammate to force him out?
You can't. Limited utility. I mean, you've got a Molotov, maybe. Exercise could be doing that. A flashbang. In fact, a nade drops in. A ding onto Brokey, or sorry, body to a wall. Brokey swings in. He finds the frag. Twist one more. And we're all down to Exercise in a 1-on-4. The beginning of the end. The anarchy as FaZe take over 16-13 in our last matchup for today.